Do you send a message and constantly check to see if someone's replied? Or maybe you post something online, be that social media or YouTube, and you're checking the likes, you're checking the comments, and you're checking the views? Or are you that person that worries when someone doesn't tell you you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and you're sexy? And what you're doing is you're constantly seeking validation, and it's not your fault. It's because the little 4-year-old girl inside of you never had that validation from dad when she was younger. It was your dad's job when you were younger to make you feel seen, so that when you entered a room, your dad would have been, "There's my girl." It was your dad's job whenever you did a picture for him to ask you more about it. It was your dad's job to make you feel seen wholeheartedly in every single way, and to make you feel special, and to make you feel like you mattered. And if you grew up without a dad, or you grew up with a dad that had issues and problems and he was emotionally unavailable, that's why you seek the validation and you do the things you do now. Because dad, or a safe masculine to you when you were a child, he didn't give you that. So how is this affecting you in your life today? You are that person who constantly checks messages. Or maybe you're that person, as soon as someone messages, you message straight back. You're also that person who has massive anxiety when someone doesn't reply, and you will inherently think that there's something wrong with you. Are you that person that rereads a message over and over? Do you then go and check last seen? Do you then go onto social media? It depends when your anxiety goes as to how far you actually spiral. Maybe you're that person who also chases unavailable people and you don't mean to. When someone pulls away, you go and chase harder and you chase further. Maybe you're also that person who needs constant approval, and you will doubt that when someone says you look beautiful, gorgeous, sexy, and amazing, you'll be like, no, I don't really feel it. And when someone gives you a compliment, you will deflect it because ultimately, inherently inside of you, you don't feel like you deserve that compliment. Or maybe you have that huge achievement drive, and whenever you get close to a goal, you will move the goalposts, you will test people, you will say different things. It's not your fault. This is the 4-year-old girl inside of you running your life. Maybe you're also trying to look perfect. You do your makeup, you do your contouring, whatever it is you do, and you do it absolutely perfect. And then you see somebody else and you think she's done it better. You will constantly obsess over people on social media, thinking that they've got the better life or that they're doing something better. It's not your fault. It's the 4-year-old girl inside of you. Maybe you want to be in a relationship with somebody and you want that man to treat you completely like he is your everything. You want that sense of, oh my God, I am his world. The reason I know all that, it's not because I read a textbook. It's because I was you. I was that person who used to obsess over last seen WhatsApp. I was that person who reread all the messages. I was that person who wouldn't believe a compliment when someone gave it to me. I was also that person, and maybe this is you, I slept with hundreds of people when I was younger because I was constantly seeking that validation from men and from women, and I had no respect for myself. And I used to continuously do that because to me, when I was a kid, because my dad was missing, I saw sleeping with somebody as a, well, they must love me because they've slept with me. Is that you? All of these things you're doing, this is because 4-year-old you is in the driving seat. She's at the wheel. So let me introduce you to Smudge. Smudge is your new best friend when it comes to inner child work. Smudge is the version of you that is seeing all of those things play out in your life. Because every single thing that you see, your inner child sees at exactly the same time. It's her that is waiting for that response to that message. It's her that is anxious about the reply. It's her that is seeking validation. It's her that is needing compliments continuously over and over. It's her that's trying to achieve all the things that she is in your life. It's her that wants to be perfect. It's her that wants to be that chosen one. It's not your fault. But what is your responsibility is to learn to heal your beautiful, gorgeous inner child. This is where reparenting is incredible in inner child work. Reparenting is where you learn to actually give yourself what you needed back then, now as an adult today. And that means you start seeing your inner child, you start hanging out with her, you start helping her, and you start to make her feel safe. Safety for your inner child is what makes her feel seen. When you start showing up for her every single day, and I mean in the morning and I mean at night, you are going to see fundamental differences and changes in your life. Because when you're with her and you're doing activities with her, you're reading her bedtime stories, you're spending time with her in your day, and it can be simple little moments like this. You could simply be sat in the car and you could be having a conversation with your inner child, and let me show you what that looks like. Smudge, how are you today? Are you doing really well? Oh, I see you. You are so beautiful. You're amazing and you're incredible. I want you to know today, Smudge, that we're going to go to walk the dogs. Then we've got to make some videos, and then we've got to do some edits, and we've got to also send her a newsletter. But you, to me, Smudge, you are so important. You are absolutely everything. And I promise I will always make sure that you feel seen. That there is a reparenting example. If you said something like that to your inner child and you showed her your day and you talked to her on the way to work, you can talk to her in the toilet. The point I'm trying to get across, your inner child, she's always with you. She sees every single thing that you see. But what you don't know, that I do know, is that she's actually living through you. She is that version of you that is making all of your decisions. How often have you ever been somewhere and you felt to yourself, God, I feel small? Have you ever walked into a room and just gone, oh, I feel so tiny, I feel so little? Or can you be in front of an authority figure like the police or something and you end up going like a little girl? Or maybe when you're with your mum or your dad or whoever, you shrink back to being that version of you. That's her. That's not you. That's her that is in the driving seat. She literally does this and she goes, I am going to be you. Because she is stuck in the past. She's still 4 years old. She's sat on a swing and she's waiting for you to find her. If you are one of those people that you feel like the world is closing in, you're running out of time, you're rushing everywhere, all of the things that I've explained in this video so far are all everything to do with your beautiful, gorgeous inner child. But your job, you are the only person that can make her feel seen. You are the only person that can make her feel safe. You are the only person that can hear her. Nobody around you will ever make you feel safe. And you're going to keep seeking that validation. You're going to keep seeking those compliments, that constant need for approval. You're going to keep posting your life online. You're going to keep sharing your stories because you're missing what your dad should have given you when you were younger. But rather than blaming dad and saying it was dad's fault, how about you take responsibility and you start learning the art of reparenting? And you start giving yourself those things that you never had back then, and you do them now. I would invite you to subscribe to this channel. I have a gorgeous, beautiful school community full of amazing people doing incredible reparenting work. And I'm actually at the moment just started creating an inner child toolkit. I have something called Smudge Corner. And what I'm encouraging people to do is to get their own smudge bear. And you share Smudge's journey or your bear with me in the school community. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you, because I truly do believe fundamentally the wound when it comes to not being seen, that comes from this little girl. And I want you to remember the next time that you are checking that phone, the next time you are anxious about someone's reply, you needing compliments or whatever, remember you saw this video. You saw Smudge, the reparenting bear, and you saw me, Kel, an inner child coach, for a reason, to remind you that that little 4-year-old girl, at that moment when you do that, that's her in the driving seat. Anyway, beautiful playlist up there, full of videos for you, all about how you can heal other parts of you and your inner child. I hope this has helped, and I'll catch you again soon. It's a bye from me, Kel, and it's also a bye from Smudge here.